And is there a bad teacher?
There is no bad teacher.
Okay.
We just need to impact more skills into these teachers.
Yes.
Yeah, and they will turn out to be the best teachers ever.
Wow.
Soundic.
Sound what?
Soundic.
And sound.
Sound.
And sound.
Soundic.
Wonderful.
And for us, we knew about letters, and we were very confident about letters. Then someone brought something new. Rather, we accepted and learned from it.
Greetings, our dear viewers. Welcome to Teachers TV Africa. My name is Teacher Sharon Amuge, and today, under one of the programs, which is the follow-ups, we're at Malaika Nursery and Primary School, a school that we have trained 3 times, and really we would like to find out if the approach is working for them. And this is the Reading Implementation Campus approach. Would like to know if it is fully implemented, and Malaika Nursery and Primary School are one of the beneficiaries. Please come with me. Nursery and Primary School. How are you guys doing? That's very good. Greetings, our dear viewers. Welcome to Teachers TV Africa. My name is Teacher Sharon Amuge, and on our follow-up program, we are live at Malaika Nursery and Primary School. And together with me is one of the proprietors of Malaika Nursery and Primary School. Would like her to introduce herself to us.
Hello viewers, I'm called Sharon Amulo. I'm the head teacher for Malaika Nursery and Primary School.
Okay, that's very interesting. Now, and Malaika Nursery and Primary School is at Kansanga, and we're here on a follow-up program. We've trained them before.
I'm here to inquire more knowledge on how to teach and to handle children. So I'm very happy to be here.
We've benefited a lot in reading. Our children can now read. And before, actually, we were teaching letters. We had no idea about the sounds and, we were green. But when we came here, we learned all those things that we went back and implemented, and now the children are reading very well. Most of them can read very well. But I have some new teachers that I got, and I felt I had to also bring them here to also learn and catch up with us.
And we're here to make a follow-up on how things are moving on, and to find out how best we can add more to what we already have. But first of all, we need to find out about, or we need to share with you and the viewers how the school started and how the journey has been up to this point. Yes, so kindly tell us, when did Malaika Nursery and Primary School actually start?
We started in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah. And we started with one class, baby class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it was only baby class, and you were the teacher at the time? Or did you have other people
No,
on
I
board?
had another teacher. We were 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the point it was baby class, and you just
And we
2
kept
teachers
moving.
adding on
Yeah.
every class.
Yeah.
So how was it starting a school? Had you started a school, or were you in touch with other people who maybe had schools? Or how was your experience starting a school with 1 class and 1 teacher? How was the experience? Was it something that was a ride for you, easier for you?
No. It was very challenging.
Okay.
Because I started with no knowledge or experience about education
Okay.
as a whole. And I had colleagues in other schools
Yes.
who I tried to consult.
Consult with.
Yeah, maybe I needed some guidance
Yes.
to help me on how best I could run
The school.
our
Yeah.
school. But I'm so unfortunate that the people I went to did not help me much,
Okay.
so I learned nothing.
You learned nothing from the
From
consultation?
them, yes.
Wow.
I didn't gain anything.
So what were you basing on to run this school that you had just started, and parents have entrusted you with with their kids, especially baby class, that is a foundational class? What were you basing on to teach these learners?
We were teaching letters, alphabetical letters, A to Z,
Yes.
then numbers. Yeah.
So what were you using to derive what you were teaching them? From these consultations, were you given any guide that, okay, at least use this or that, or you were just having a drawing board?
We just had a drawing board, and we had no knowledge about how to pass on the knowledge to
Okay.
the learners.
So at this point, did you actually know that the school was lacking something, or for you at that point it was comfortable? You were doing your best?
No, I did. Within me, I felt like there was something lacking,
missing.
but I didn't know where to go
Okay.
and who to run to for help.
Wow. And the people you went to, they didn't
No,
do much for
they
you?
did not do much.
I think that is something that we can actually focus on. So many people see people who are struggling. You're struggling with something, but you find out that someone consults you and you withhold what you have instead of sharing. So I think this is more like unhealthy competition amongst us. But okay, so what happened then? Like when you consulted people, you were not getting any positive feedback. What did you? What happened that you are now at this point? What did you do?
By then, actually, the children were not learning
Yeah.
as we expected them to, and also we had complaints from the parents.
Okay.
So I felt I had to do something about it.
Yes.
Then one day, as I was scrolling through my social media, Facebook,
Yeah.
I came across a post from a
Okay.
gentleman called Peter Okware, and in that post, he had gone to train a certain school.
Okay.
And what caught my eye was reading. He was training the school
Training
in
the school in reading.
reading. So I was like, I think this is what we need.
So, had
this
you
is-
even seen the video, or it was just the wordings that
It was a
captivated your
Facebook
mind?
post,
Okay.
just the wording. So I contacted him on his through his inbox, and he
Yes.
replied.
Yes. Wow. That which year was that now?
That was 2020.
Okay. When you just got in touch with him, so was he able to at least arrange and have a workshop immediately, or did you have a workshop immediately by 2020 with him after consulting from him?
No, it
when
took
contacting?
some months. It took some months. Yeah, but we continued engaging,
Yes.
you know, like casually. Yeah.
Okay.
We would talk. And one day, I received a call from him.
Yes.
He's like, oh, I'm around your neighborhood. I'd like to come and give you a visit. I'm like, oh, you're welcome.
Here at the school.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So I welcomed him. And he came to the school.
Is this something he charged you for, or
No, he didn't charge us anything.
wow, at the start? So when he came to the school, I'm sure he like went around the school and saw everything.
Yeah.
So was that your turning point, or was there another situation that helped us to get out of this point?
For our school, that was our turning point. That day, Teacher Peter came to Malaika. Was our turning point.
Wow. Would you like to
Because-
share the entire experience about that particular day?
Because when he came, he asked me he wanted to engage the learners.
Yes.
So we took them outside and he started asking questions, you know. And there were mainly sounds that he was asking them.
Okay.
And out of the whole school, I think no child knew a single sound.
Wow.
If they were were just a few who knew.
And at this point, you're already in middle class. You had learners in middle
We went
class.
up to primary 2.
Up to primary 2, and
Yeah.
from baby class up to primary 2, there was no one who was versed with sounds at that point.
No.
So after that session with Teacher Peter, how then did you later have the workshop? And
No, after the session, that is when I saw that a lot was lacking here.
He gave you a feedback about...
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
That is when I knew that we lacked a lot. There was a lot that we needed to learn if our learners had to learn how to read by themselves and stop cramming from the blackboard. We had to change our teaching strategies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it something that happened overnight or it was a gradual process?
It was gradual. Yeah.
So how many workshops have you had with teachers in need, I should say?
There are 3.
3 workshops. Wow, from that time of the visit
From
up
that
now,
time, we've so far had 3 workshops.
3 workshops.
Yeah.
But with those 3 workshops, would you like to share your experience at least? From those 3 workshops, how has the school been? From that time when, at least when we had that assessment with the learners, and by baby class up to P2, there's no child who has any idea about, let's say, the sounds. Do we still have that situation in the school now after the 3 workshops?
No. Things changed for the better. Actually, all our children are able to read.
Read for us the word. Then you explain, is this? You tell us the sound and the word. Is that the word cup? Which sounds are those? Tell me.
Soundic,
Sound what?
soundic,
And sound.
sound,
And sound.
soundic.
Wonderful. Can we clap for Marvin? He has done well.
Teacher here is one of the teachers of Malaika Nursery and Primary School and one of the pioneer teachers, actually, interestingly. So majorly, I would like you to share with us your experience. Firstly, when the school just started, before actually you got any experience with any consultants or having any workshop, how were you at that time before having any workshop with any organization or consulting from anyone? How was the situation at that time?
To be honest, the situation was not so easy on us. We were teaching, the pupils could not understand what we were teaching. For them, they could learn from framework, but right now we can read. I remember the first day teacher Peter came here.
Yes.
We all didn't know anything. We didn't know about sounds, but right now we are okay. And we attended the workshop. Since then, Malaika has been one of the best schools here in Kansan. And
Thank you. My name is Babas Lydia, and I'm a teacher at Malaika Nursery and Primary School. I teach middle class.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, very interesting. So when did you join Malaika Nursery and Primary School? When did you come?
It has been of recent.
How recent?
Let's talk in a year's time. Yeah, and I've learned a lot here.
Wow, interesting.
Yes, I've learned a lot in this school. Yeah, that's why I've even come to get an opportunity to have a workshop in teachers in need. Yes, I've all got those opportunities from this school.
Okay.
And I'm so grateful for that.
Wow. So at the time you came to Malaika Nursery and Primary School, what was your teaching approach? How were you approaching teaching? At that time when you had just come, what idea did you have in your mind and how were you teaching these learners? This is before you had any interaction with a workshop or whatever. How were you teaching these learners?
I was doing it the old way, the old fashion.
Which one is the old fashion?
The old fashion is you teach the kids the letters,
Yes.
the way you were taught yourself in primary, up to now. That's how we were doing it.
So
Could not enjoy it
after
at all.
having your first workshop with the teachers in need, is it something that changed you or it has left you the way you are?
Nowadays, that after the workshop we went in for teachers in need,
Yes.
there's an improvement. The children involved in learning, they enjoy doing it. Because when you teach them about the sounds and their gestures, they are getting involved.
Yes.
When you teach them, for example, about sound, it's dancing. So you'll find someone in the class is enjoying,
Yes.
and they are learning. At the same time, they are playing. So we are doing 2 things at once.
Wow.
Sports and education at the same time. Because
At the same
you
time.
teach, the kids are involved.
Yes.
They are involved in learning.
So now you're using more of the learner-centered approach.
Yes.
By then, it was more like the teacher has the knowledge
yes,
and you just imparting them.
imparting, and you don't know whether they have got it
Or not.
But here you can be sure.
When we are reading the letters, they could take long to understand, but now we use the sounds, they can read the words very well, even more words than using the letters.
Wow.
The teaching process became easier for us.
Okay.
Yeah, because you just segment the sounds and the syllable.
Yes.
After segmenting, it becomes easy for the learners to learn.
Wow.
For example, when you're segmenting the word, at first we learned about sound O. You segment, and the learner gets to know how the word got comes from. Sound, and sound. So the word is goat. The word is goat. Not reading, the word is goat. Not knowing how comes that.
How does the word come about?
Not knowing that sound O, we have sound O and sound. So the workshop helped us very much, and our learners have improved.
Depending on the class they're in, at least they know how to read words. Those of nursery can read the words according to their classes. Then primary one, they are reading sentences, which is very good.
And at that point, we didn't have anything like that.
No.
Wow. So, according to you, how has it impacted the school? Apart from learners being able to read, how else has this approach that you learned from teen impacted the school?
Actually, it has been a very positive impact.
Yes.
In the sense that people around the surrounding areas now believe in us as a school.
So, our dear viewers, the approach we're talking about is the Reading Implementation Campus approach. This approach was developed by Teachers in Need, and it's the approach that we're using for training teachers, schools on reading, and it's an approach that is contextualized. We localize it down to our surrounding, and we're able to use it. And a testimony from Malaika Nursery and Primary School, they're really impressed, and we are humbled that it's something that is working out for you, because it's one thing to have it and one thing for it to actually work. Wow. So what word would you, because I believe that there's so many other people who have started schools, but they do not have adequate information about how a school should run, what should be taught, what exactly should a school setting be like. What word do you have for this category of people?
I think the best advice I can give them is to invest in their teachers.
Yes.
That should be their #1 priority.
And is there a bad teacher?
There is no bad teacher.
Okay.
We just need to impact more skills into these teachers.
Yes.
Yeah, and they will turn out to be the best teachers ever.
Wow. Interesting. So actually, if you invested in any kind of teacher who is at least qualified to be a teacher can be better. So it depends on someone investing in their staff.
Yeah.
Wow. This is really, really amazing. We are having a conversation with the head teacher of Malaika Nursery and Primary School, and this is majorly on the follow-up. Usually when we have these workshops, we want to find out, is it something that is working out for the school? Is it something that we can confidently train another school? Because with this feedback, we can be able to go to another school and confidently train another school and give them this knowledge, because it's something. And also, do not hesitate to share this knowledge with another person. Do not be like that person whom you consulted. And
actually, I have colleagues, I always share with them what I know. To share, help one another.
That's very interesting.
At the end of the day, we are all working for a common goal.
That's good. That's very, very interesting. Thank you very much for watching. And if you're new on our channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.